Good afternoon, welcome back to a new video. Checking out the strawberries and they just keep producing. I have one basket full that I haven't even had chance to eat or make into jam, and they're still just pumping out the strawberries. So I picked a basket on Sunday evening. It's now Tuesday afternoon and there's just more and more and more. It's amazing. Yep, can't believe how much they're producing. Really pleased. Yesterday went out with a friend, Morton. He has a YouTube channel called My Playhouse. We went to see 3 different sets of people. 2 of his friends and then 1 of mine, but you'll have to go over onto his channel to see the day out that we had. But it was lovely to meet lots of people that I haven't met before, to be very welcomed into their home, and yeah, just had a nice day out. And then today back at work. Knew it would be hard to get out. This big root is already outside. This is a hazelnut tree that some friends bought us at the end of last year. So because we had to go back to the UK, it never got put into the ground. So it's May now and I'm not going to plant it out now. So I've put it into a big pot where I can make sure it gets lots of water and lots of shade in front of the garden house, and it's looking really strong. Because I didn't have any plants from seed that I started myself, I went to Agrologia this morning, which is a local agricultural shop, and got a couple of tomato plants. I'll put those in a bit later, but just wanted to show you a few seeds that I have started and how quickly they've germinated. So these are some marigolds and I put them in the soil 4 days ago, and they're already germinating and looking really strong. Everything is just growing crazy at the moment. And then these were the seedlings that I showed you the other day, and a lot of those beetroot are ready to get planted out as well. So seeing as we've got quite an overcast day and it's not very hot, I'm going to try and get all of those planted today. These are the courgettes that I bought last week and potted up, and I would have to say they've doubled in size in a week. So I'm really pleased with these. So these are my tomato plants that I bought this morning. I've had them soaking in some water, I bought 6 and they were a total of €190. So yeah, just completely worth buying and giving them a chance. So I've got a couple of holes. I'm gonna put some compost in, and last year I had a bit of problem with blossom end rot on my tomatoes, and so I've been saving all of our eggshells, cleaning them, drying them and then crushing them, and I'll put some of that into each planting hole as well. Hopefully the calcium will help to prevent the blossom end rot. I always remember my mum telling me, plant tomatoes really deep, plant tomatoes really deep. So I plant tomatoes really deep. There we go, that's 6 tomato plants in, all with a good feed, and I've soaked them in well, and I've got more water ready, and I'll do that just before I leave today, and hopefully they will do well. Well, that's my trimming for today. I've tried again to leave the lavenders in, but my new little strimmer, you might have noticed there's a new strimmer. The battery only lasts for about half an hour, 40 minutes, but only takes about half an hour and 40 minutes to recharge. So I bring the power station with me and recharge as I go. So while it was recharging, I went in and I did some other jobs in the garden. So I picked out the small onions that had all flopped over, and I've picked out the garlic that had all flopped over, and I'll take those back to the village house and I'll get those sorted out. And now I'm going to get some more strawberries. While I'm taking a break from strimming, I just thought I'd show you my outdoor office that I have set up here in the back of the car. So let's hope the light is going to work. I brought the big power station with me, and it's charging up the battery for the strimmer. That's this one here. I've got my Wi-Fi router, and then I've got the laptop. So what I've been doing is all the filming I did yesterday, I transfer over to Darren, and then he edits the videos. So at the moment I'm just waiting for the light to go solid, then I can keep streaming again. It works really well because even though we get good internet in the village, we get fabulous internet here on the land because we have line of sight. So I doubt this DJI is going to pick up the antenna, but between this tree and this tree you might be able to see a little spike sticking up on the very far hill, and that is our aerial, our Wi-Fi antenna for this valley, I suppose you would say. So here I've got line of sight and I get excellent internet here. So the big files that might take an hour or an hour and a half to send when I'm sitting in the village house only took 34 minutes here, and that was brilliant. As soon as the streamer is recharged, this is the last corner of the bottom section of the garden, so everything else is done, and then I can start to move up to where the trees are. But while I'm waiting for it to recharge, I'm going to try and tackle this wild bush thing. It's gone and time to stream again. Come to Portugal, they said. Live in a tiny village, it'll be nice and quiet. Not this week. We've had this all week. Holes being dug, holes being filled in, more holes being dug, and diggers from 8 till 5. And it's not just in the village either. The track that leads up to our land, that's got holes in as well. So I don't know what's going on. And now I have another hole. So this one is outside the house. And there's one up there. And there's also one down there. So it's clearly a big project that they're working on. Just wanted to get out for a little while this morning, and it's beautiful. So if you've followed the channel for a while, you'll have seen us here by the river at Kuka, and just wanted to come and see how it was recovering after the fire last year. everything is green, everything is renewing itself as nature does. Thought I would be the only person here because I've come early in the morning, but no, 5 minutes after I arrived, a couple of workmen have turned up. So, but there's plenty of space. I can tuck myself around the corner here and just have a bit of peace and quiet. I think I should have brought my cardigan though, because it's a bit chilly. Hello everyone. I wanted to say thank you for everyone who watched the last video on Thursday. Lots of lovely comments, thank you so much, so supportive. Quite a few people though wondered if I was lonely, and I want to say that no, I'm not lonely at all. I do miss Darren and the family, however I'm very comfortable just being on my own. I'm very happy inside my own head, and sometimes lots of people around all the time is very overwhelming, but I'm absolutely fine. I miss not being able to share things with Darren, like when I've done something I haven't done before, or if I felt like I'd achieved something. So that's probably the only time, and that's not loneliness, that's just wanting to share. But today is lovely, and the peace and quiet here is wonderful.